Going on, guys? Are back with another video, and as you can see, there's something a little different about my room, and stuff has been moved around. Things have moved out, and things have came in. Stay tuned. Alright, guys, so before we get into the video, let me take a seat really quick so I can explain what has happened. If you remember my last video, right there was my adult male redfoot tortoise. He has been sick for like 2 weeks, and he had a upper respiratory infection. So I was contacting many people, like many breeders that I know, looking up many things. I tried my best that I could with him. I was soaking him every single morning, lukewarm water. I was keeping him inside a tub away from the others with an infrared heat bulb to basically like warm him up to boost up his immune system so he can try and fight the infection. But unfortunately, the other day I did see signs of him. He was getting better at a point, but I don't know how to explain it, but the other day he ended up getting a prolapse also, and he wasn't looking too good. He was kind of shaky and everything. I contacted a vet, and then they said they weren't open until 2 days from when I called, because I called on a Saturday, and they weren't open until Monday. So unfortunately, I was not able to take him, and I asked her about the prices and everything. She said it would be most likely a little over $1,000, just because they needed to stabilize him, give him oxygen, all that stuff, and I currently did not have the money for that. So I was also trying to find someone who would take him in, that would get him what he needs, or bring him to like a specific place for that. Sadly, I could not find anything. One night I got home from work, and this was on Sunday night actually. I came home from work, and I was gonna do my normal routine, check on him, make sure he's okay, do what I had to do, but he was not responsive. I tried, moving him a little bit, but he was already stiff. He didn't make it, and it sucks. Oh yeah, that really sucked. But I tried to do my best. I did everything I could for him. He just didn't make it. He couldn't pull through. But I don't know. I'm trying to look on the bright side and move on from things. So you never know. Hopefully we got another male in the future. I want to wait a little bit just because he just passed. I was still kind of upset about that, but we just gotta keep moving on. So now let's get back to the video. All right. So yesterday, some lady contacted me actually, and she was interested in buying Matilda off of me. If you didn't know, that is my Beald chameleon. And I was like, you know what, maybe. And then she was like, oh, I'm working at a summer camp for little kids, and we're on a whole farm and everything. It'll be great for the kids to watch and all that. So I went down there yesterday, did a whole presentation for the little kids. They asked me a whole bunch of questions, and I answered all of them. And she ended up taking Matilda home. I found her a great home. I gave her all the supplies, gave her everything. And then this other guy I was talking to recently, he contacted me, and he was like, hey, if you're still interested, I have some box turtles I'm going to sell to you. And I haven't said that, but box turtles have always been like one of my favorite types of turtles, and here where I live, it is so hard to find them. I've been looking for months, and this guy gave me a really great deal on some 3-toed box turtles, and I couldn't pass it up. So I was like, yeah, totally, I'm on my way, I'm coming now. And I went and picked them up. I'll show you guys them right now. So on my dresser, as you remember, Matilda was right there, my geckos are right there. Don't worry, I still have the geckos. I moved them under my desk. They're doing perfectly fine. Everybody's doing good. The little babies over here. A little hatch, you get to see them up top right there. he's growing, he's healthy, and we still have a bunch of eggs incubating in here, so hopefully we have many more babies to come. But getting to these guys, these are 3-toed box turtles, and this is my male right here, and that is the female. And the female is possibly gravid right now, which means that she is most likely carrying eggs. So hopefully one of these days I will catch her laying eggs and can incubate them, possibly hatch some 3-toed box turtles in the future. That would be great. And then, well, these guys eat for the most part. The guy was feeding them about 4 times a day. 4 times a week. And 3 of those days were straight protein, because that's most of their diet. And then the other day is vegetables and fruit. So he fed them every other day, and they love bananas, they love romaine lettuce. So these guys are pretty easy to care for. For worms, I just go out to Walmart or like a local bait shop and just buy a couple dozen of worms off of them. But they're in a pretty basic setup. It's a 55-gallon tub that you can find at Home Depot, and then that is just a little plastic pot that I bought and placed it sideways. This right here is an eastern box turtle that I rescued last week. I'll make a video on her, but she is currently living with them. They will do perfectly fine together. They require the same care basically. I just need to watch out for aggression between these guys, but so far they've been doing great, so really happy about that. So these guys are doing awesome. They're perfectly fine, very healthy. As you can see, I gave them some green leaf lettuce earlier, and I cut up a mango for them. Yesterday they had some boiled eggs for protein, and these guys ate a whole bunch. They'll come by later on, eat the rest of this. But as you can see, humidity is at 80% right now. Inside there where they're currently sleeping is 89.2, so the temperature and humidity is exactly where I'd like it to be at. It is perfect for them. And yeah, turtles over here, they're all doing good too, getting fed daily. These guys are all dirty. I have to clean out their water after I make this video, get them all cleaned up. But babies get fed daily. Everybody else here gets fed every other day, except for the geckos. They get their food changed every other day, so that's the same thing. But the little hatchlings I check on every day and make sure they have fresh food. That's going to pretty much close up the video, guys. Like I said, I got the box turtles. They have been one of like my dream animals for a while now, and I finally got the opportunity to get some, and I couldn't pass that up. I'll be making many videos of them in the future. This week actually is supposed to be really hot where I live. I think Thursday is supposed to reach like 104, so I'm gonna make a video that day. I did buy a little plastic pool pond for my Redfoot tortoises, so I'll put them on my porch, fill up the pond, they'll go swimming for a little bit. I'll make a video on that. It's gonna be awesome. Turn on those post notifications, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.